Virginia here with Jenny Lee Gems. This is a short video showing you how to start your second row. So I've wrapped the first row to try to frame it or bring out the center, and I started it in black. So when you're getting ready, you're almost close to your starting point right here where you've tied everything down. So once you get around, you're getting close to that. Clip off. Remember, we left this tail. We always leave a tail so that it doesn't slip through and you have to start over. So just clip your tail diagonally. I mean, you can go straight across, but I try to make it diagonal so that the needles, when you get up to this point, the needles will lay flat against that and it'll pretty close to hide that tail. So I've made it all the way around wrapping, and I'm right to the beginning of the basket. This is my first drilled hole and the first set of stitches. You see how I've cut the tail down and you can barely see it in there. It's barely noticeable. So I'm lining this up right with the first stitches. I'm going to go right down in to that first stitch. It's a little tight. And I'm going to secure it there. Now, you see, you can see the tail, but it buried quite a bit in there. It's not real noticeable, and when you get the whole basket done, it's even less noticeable. So I'm very big on securing things, so I'm going to go back down a second time before I start my next row, because I am just going to do a regular stitch for the next row, or maybe a diamond stitch. I don't know yet. So when you are wrapping, make sure to move your stitches really close together, because sometimes they'll separate out, especially if you're finishing a basket that way. So see how good that looks? It looks pretty clean. Cut it down, go over it, and attach it. So then when you go on to your next stitch, if you're going to do a regular stitch, which most people start out doing, so these are about a 1/2 inch apart. And that's kind of large for me. So I'm going to go about a 1/4 inch. So you can attach it here if you want a 1/4 inch, if you want smaller stitches. This is going to be a smaller basket. I want smaller stitches. Or you can go ahead and go with the 1/2 inch right here. I think that I will keep it to a 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to look at it. I figure that's about a 1/4 inch. And I think that'll work for what I'm planning to do with this basket. And then this is marked about a 1/2 inch, it looks like to me. I'm just going to go on with my regular stitches and keep going around the basket. So that's how you attach. Clip off the end, clip off the tail diagonally so that the needles can lay up against it. When you get back to your starting point, attach it down. You can either go through this hole if you want it really secure and really tight in there, or if you feel comfortable enough, attach it right here to the first stitches. Thanks for watching.